Hello everyone, my name is Shashwat Mittal and this is our final submission for CSE 434 Socket Programming Project. For this project, we have implemented a distributed storage system where multiple processes communicate using sockets to store and retrieve files. In this demo, we'll walk you through different components, including manager, disk, and user processes, and show how they interact with the various commands like register, configure DSS, copy, read, and disk failure. So let's get started.
I'll be starting the demo with starting the manager file. This will be run on node 0. This is one of our end host, and manager is running on this port. Now I'll be moving on to creating the users. I will be creating 2 users in total in node 1. That is our second end host. That is user 1. And this is user 2. 2 users are created. Now I'll be moving on to creating 6 disks, where 3 of them will be in node 2 and 3 will be in node 3. This is disk 1. This is disk 2. This is disk 3. These 3 will be in node 2 end host. Next, disk 4. This is disk 5. And lastly, this is disk 6. Now I'll start to work on the commands. So first we'll be configuring the DSS for user 1. This is user 1. And the manager replies with a success message. And next we'll be copying 3 text files onto user 1, onto user 1's DSS. So this is the first text, which is successfully copied. This is the second text file, again successfully copied. This is the third text file, again successfully copied, and you can see the disks being populated as well. Now I'll be doing the ls command that lists the 3 text files that we just copied, which are here. And lastly, I will be reading one of the text files. Again, we get a success message and the size matches the read from the ls, if you can see here. Next, I'll be moving on to the second user. I'll start off by configuring the second user's DSS. DSS2 is configured. Next, I'll be copying over a text file. Oh. And as you can see, the text file has been successfully copied. Next, I'll be doing the ls command. Again, you can see the text file in the DSS1. And next, I will be trying to read one of the text files in another user, which should result in a failure. Let me just do that. Read, it's just done. And this is a failure because, oh, let me just rerun the command. Read DSS1 in landers.txt user 2. Again, this is a failure because user 2 does not have access to DSS1 because DSS1 is configured to user 1. Next, I'll be doing the disk failure simulation on user 2's DSS. Disk. DSS2 user 2. And as you can see, the manager is busy with disk failure process and it awaits a recovery from the user. So now I will do the recovery. Recovery hyphen. The manager says it's a successful recovery, as you can see here. Now I'll be trying to read one of the file from DSS2 that we had copied over. That is DSS2. Oh, let me just redo one of the copy commands. Oh, copy what I can ask. Okay, so we have a successful copy to DSS2 for user 2. Now I'll be doing the disaster uh, disk failure simulation again. So disk failure is going on, and you can see the manager is busy rejecting any other commands. Now I'll do recovery complete. So the recovery is successful. Now I'll be trying to read the text file that we copied before the disk failure. Read DSS2. And as you can see, after the disk failure, the recovery process reconstructed the data, and you can see the initial size matches. So this shows the complete simulation of disk failure and recovery. Lastly, I will be doing decommission DSS. So first I'll be doing it for DSS1 created by user 1. Decommission DSS. And then I'll be doing the same thing for DSS2. Decommission and DSS to user 2. Decommission DSS2 for user 2. And this is a success. So both DSS, DSS1, DSS2 have been decommissioned. Next, I'll be doing deregister. So first, I'll be deregistering the users. User 1 exited successfully. And lastly, user 2. Next, I'll be moving on to deregister for the disks. This is deregister for disk 1, exited. Next is for disk 2, again exited. Disk 3, exited. Disk 4, exited. Disk 5, exited. And lastly, disk 6, exited. And of course, the manager has to be terminated manually. So we'll be doing this. And this is our demo for the final socket project.